Hey, aloha. I am driving, so although I highly value eye contact, and I am driving on a nice wide road right now where I can see quite a bit ahead of me, I will have the majority of the seconds that I'm making this video, I'll have the majority of my seconds where I'm actually looking at the road, not you. I just gotta say that you, my friend, whether you are on my email list, whether you're a Facebook friend of mine, or both, whether you're seeing this through Twitter or Google Plus or whatever, maybe a friend shared this video with you, maybe you stumbled on it quite by accident. The odds are pretty high that you know me somewhat. Maybe you've seen some of my other videos. Maybe you have been through one of my programs, or at least you may have seen other people commenting about what I do. And I'm going to make this as kind of an unusual introduction, and then I have a really important point that inspired me to make this video. It's the day after Thanksgiving, and I want to encourage you with something. I want to give you a gift today and express my own gratitude to you and to life. So my name is Brian Ridgway. Again, for those of you that already know me, it might be worth watching this brief minute introduction, because I may give something in a slightly different perspective than you've seen before. I am something of a human, kind of like a human. I live on planet Earth. I lived in pretty much hell for the first 46 years of my life. And I have generated over $100 million in business, in revenue, in over 70 different industries. I've done well over $11 million in personal sales, and I have made and lost a fortune 7 times. I've been high on the hog, and I've been homeless. I have suffered crushing low self-esteem from a dad who did his best and who was convinced that the best way he could protect me from life was to convince me that I was a stupid, ugly, worthless piece of shit who should hide so that he didn't become a target. Because my dad felt like a target in his life, and he suffered a lot of abuse, and a lot of severe abuse as a child. And then he was a really tall, kind of gawky teen, and I think he just decided during those awkward years that life sucked, and that's what he attracted for the rest of his life. And so he beat that shit into me every day for the first 16 and a half years of my life, mentally, emotionally, physically. And I came up believing I was a stupid, ugly, worthless piece of shit, and that is the life that I created for myself. The life of a stupid, ugly, worthless piece of shit. I didn't believe I could have it. I didn't believe I deserved it. Since I didn't deserve it, I couldn't have it. And since I didn't deserve it and I couldn't have it, if somehow I overcame and got it, I was going to pay. And boy, did I. Jeez, man. My life was hell for 46 years. And I spent about $300,000 on every type of self-help, personal development, studying the law of attraction, meditation, belief elimination. I mean, man, if it claimed that it was going to help me live a better life, I dove in with everything that I had. I was a professional bungee jumper into self-help and personal dev, and I didn't have a cord. I just went in and was completely committed and focused. And my life got worse and more confusing. And I saw the utter failure and pointlessness of information and fascination and motivation. And even transformation. They're misleading, they're confusing, they're traps, they're prisons. They don't have to be, but they are. Liberation is what it's all about. And if I summarize this video, I'm probably going to go another couple minutes here. If I summarize the point that I want to get across to you, it's that life, no matter where you are right now, no matter what you're experiencing or enduring, no matter what you're going through, no matter what's happening in your life, there is a life of love and joy and peace and abundance and miracles and ecstasy and bliss and fun, true abundance, which doesn't mean more for me or more for us. Abundance means unlimited for all. So set those other ideas free about abundance. There's a life of that's available to you, that's waiting for you, that's here right now waiting for you beyond your wildest fucking dreams. On January 3rd, 2011, somewhere around 10 a.m. Pacific time, I was homeless and I had managed to get into a one-room, dumpy-ass hotel. I'm so grateful for that dumpy-ass hotel. I'm not criticizing the hotel. Just a dumpy little 40-something a night in Van Nuys. Okay, in Van Nuys, California. So in an ultra-populated, and it was 40-something a night. You can imagine what kind of hotel this place was. And desperate, homeless. I didn't have money for maybe another night and another meal at Taco Bell, and I like healthy organic foods. And at the lowest point in my life, I had a breakthrough. I had a miracle that catapulted me from suicidal and stuck, miserable, hopeless, and homeless. It catapulted me to being emotionally free in a matter of minutes, like bliss and joy beyond my wildest dreams. I went from the idea, no, I didn't just fart, those are speed bumps. I went from the idea, no, really, I went from the idea of infinite possibilities. I went from the idea that the universe is energy to the experience of the universe being energy, to the experience of infinite possibilities. Now I'm driving across right now the big island of Hawaii, driving from the wet side to the dry side to go pick up my beautiful, amazing, loving children for a weekend of love and joy and ecstatic awesomeness and connection and closeness beyond what I ever dreamed possible in fucking paradise. A guy who was homeless and suicidal a few brief years ago, and one miracle moment changed everything, and that miracle moment is waiting for you. Now, since that moment happened, I've been able to help somewhere in the neighborhood of 60,000 people and climbing in 83 different countries that I know of, and I'm sure my stuff's touched a lot of people. I have thousands and thousands of testimonial comments and votes of appreciation, expressions of appreciation from people that I've touched, the vast majority of whom I've never met. I have dozens, maybe over 100 by now, of testimonial videos from people saying that they experienced me after decades of self-help, after decades of therapy, after decades of personal development, money, business, and success courses, and studying the law of attraction, and practicing high-level spiritual consciousness modalities. I'm not going to name any, I'm not putting anything down, but people that have tried everything, and they spent a few minutes with me, and their fucking disease left their body. Or their financial issue that had haunted them their whole life, or their low self-esteem, or their relationship issue was completely gone in an hour, over and over and over and over and over. I have hundreds of those and dozens of testimonial videos saying it. Brilliant, amazing people like Jack Humphrey, author of multiple books, one of the biggest gurus on the internet, just a freaking business genius, said that a little bit of time with me changed his body, his health, his relationships, his family, his business, his mojo came back, everything. And a lady just left my house. Tracy Staffen just left my house. She's a brilliant, beautiful, amazing person. She had been through hell. Her life was hell in a lot of ways, according to her. And she finally had enough, and she made a big-ass investment to her, a very significant investment, to come spend 4 days with me in Hawaii, one-on-one. I do this with very few people. And she just got on the plane a little while ago. I dropped her off at the airport for me to go leave and pick up my kids. And this woman, her face has changed. Her shoulder, which has been inflexible, it was about 3 inches higher, 2.5 inches higher than the other shoulder, in constant pain and stiff, unable to really rotate. By the end of the second day, her arm is like this. We didn't really focus on her arm. Her face looks 5 years, 8 years younger than she did when she got to my house. Pains in her body, digestive issues, relationship stuff, connection with her family, her clarity about her career, her passion for life, her joy are multiples. That testimonial, I'll be sharing that testimonial here in just a couple days. And I got in the car feeling this and thinking about this. one more person, I touch one more person. Now, I've been given a gigantic mission of helping 300 million people to become totally personally free. Now, that includes financial freedom, because there's no, in my universe, there's no separation between personal and business. Actually, there isn't in yours either, even if you believe there is, no offense. And I'm working one-on-one, and I'm also working in groups. I'm doing small events in countries around the world where if someone gets the urge, we can help them with it. Invite 5-10 people over for a very affordable fee. I will fly to your country and help you and your friends and family who want it to experience this miracle and step into total personal freedom. How far you step into it, how far you go, that's up to you. I'm not promising that you'll sprout wings and start flying in the first hour, though it is possible. I'm also starting an international speaking career where I'm going to be touching millions of people from stages. I'm getting on podcasts around the world where I'm going to be helping people's audiences. A guy who was homeless and suicidal 5 years ago is living the dream in Hawaii with nothing but ecstatic relationships, closer to my kids than I've ever been. Miracle after miracle after miracle, loving life and loving my freaking self. And so the gift I want to give to you, I want to say it again. There is a life of love and joy and peace and ecstasy and orgasms, mental, emotional, physical orgasms, spiritual orgasms, where every breath can be bliss beyond your wildest dreams. It's waiting for you. It's here right now, in fact. Just know that. And maybe close your eyes if you want to play along for a minute. Close your eyes and take a couple deep breaths and ask this question: how do I feel stepping into that life? Why is today the day I finally chose to step into that life of miracles? Why is today the day that I made that choice? And why did all those miracles instantaneously begin unfolding for me? If I can help you, I would love to. I'm still bringing people out to Hawaii, spending 4 one-on-one days with them. In fact, you know what? I'm going to edit this video. You can look at the link right here and go find out the details about coming to spend 4 days with me in Hawaii. You can check out my website. I've got tons of free stuff. I've probably got 2,000 hours of free videos on YouTube. So this is not just for people who, working with me for 4 days, whether I fly to your country or your state, or whether you fly to me for 4 days, I charge a nice fee for that. I'm taking 4 of my days and nights in many cases to work with you to dissolve every issue between you and bliss, and I charge a reasonable fee, nowhere near what it's worth. That's not possible. I also have absolutely tons and tons and tons of free resources, and now with my brilliant team that has assembled itself around me, we're going to be coming out with a ton of very affordable ticket price, ultra high value options for you. And I'm here for you. Let me just check in before I end this recording. I'm nearly 14 minutes. I'm going to definitely keep this under 15. Let me just check in and see if there's anything else that wants to be said. Anything else you want to hear from me, because this is for you. Yeah, there is. I love you with all my heart. I don't have to physically know you. I don't have to in order to love you, because I know you're me. The meaning of namaste, where you do that thing. It's not just symbolic. That's a symbol of what's really there, which is the infinite unlimited me sees and knows and recognizes the infinite unlimited you. And I'm living that namaste. I already know you're me, and I know that we're the same energy, and I know that we're eternal and infinite perfect, and I know that if I had lived your life, I'd be doing what you're doing. So my love for you is unconditional. Unconditional. You're perfect, you're flawless, and there is a life, a joy and love and bliss that's waiting for you. And if I'm the guy that can help you experience it, I would love nothing more. I'm here for it. Thanks for watching, and I welcome. If you have any questions, please ask me below this video. I would love to answer your questions, and if you feel it, I'd love to work with you. Namaste.